And welcome Maddie as well, and welcome everyone here today to Live at Lunch. We're going to do a really big hands-on session and have a lot of fun. And you might be seeing I've got two computers going. You can see one on the left and one on the right. And if you're seeing those, it's crazy. Oh, okay, keeping cooking as well, preserving, Pauline, today. Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's get started.
No, not preserving, but doing a double batch of food for the weekend.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lots of visitors coming and family. Okay. Fantastic. Woohoo. Okay. So we're talking about collaboration, and we're talking about a free tool called Google Drive. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to encourage everyone who's just, for Maddie, if you've just stepped in, I suggest you do exit full screen so that you can, and also open up the chat. But we're really going to be stretching the boundaries with this one. And so learning with me, and feel free to turn your mic on at any stage. You're going to be manoeuvring between. I'm going to share my screen, but I'm also going to be wanting you to actually look outside of Zoom and engaging in Google. So let's see how that's going to go. And I'm going to turn on my other computer so I see the chat as well. And let's go for it. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen because I want to share with you what I'm actually doing as well in this whole process. Okay, so we're looking at Google Drive. Now, Google Drive actually is, I'm going to turn off my bit of a thumb drive there with the images. Up the top right-hand corner, and you might need to, I'm hoping this is going to work. Last week I got caught with a recording where the images were over the top. You can manoeuvre, if you've got pictures up, you can minimise them. But in the top right-hand corner, anytime you go to Google, say even to Google Calendar, there's some 9 little boxes. And Google Drive is the tool we're looking at. And it looks like I suppose you'd call it a triangle, but like a folded triangle. So this is the document or the collection of tools that we're going to use. Now, Google has masses. If you don't see that icon, sometimes you need to look at more, but Drive tends to be the pop-up if you're looking at any Google program. Or you can go drive.google.com is another way. Okay, now you can explore. There's 15 gigabytes that seems to be that you're free to use. It is a purchasable thing too, but I've never have. And as you can see, I've got 2 gigabytes of 15 used. So it depends on how much you use it, and you can upgrade storage and follow that. But it's a massive amount of stuff that you can use. And I use another program called Dropbox and have that as a sharing tool too. But Google Drive gives you a lot to be able to collaborate with and engage. Now, I've created a folder, and I'm going to demonstrate. Actually, I might even show you how you do a few things before we dive in. So anyway, I'm going to go, first of all, I'm going to go into our folder here. And I've set this up just for today, a whole lot of exploration. And what we have is I've got some meeting notes, I've got a spreadsheet, and I've got a drawing playtime. Now, I have just really played with this today, and I get excited when I try new tools. So I'm pretty excited with this one, but I want to show you some more essential ones first. Okay, so when this is actually using a template that was on Google, and I'll show you how to get to those. But what we are going to be able to do is we're going to look at exploring creation of a folder and sharing it, collaborating on the one document. So I'm going to actually engage you soon in writing on this document and in another one. We're going to add a file to a folder. So I'm going to be getting you to try and upload. So I'm going to demo and practice. We'll see how far we get. We've got spreadsheets, and we can write in the same spreadsheet together. And then if we get time, and, we've only got 25 minutes to go now until we finish. So it could be that we don't get to this, and we might look at this as another future live lunch event opportunity, because there's just so much. So we're just going to play. Thinking all the time while you're watching on this is, who could you collaborate with, and how. Now, you can use this all just for yourself, no problems. It's awesome for that, but it also allows you to collaborate. So that's what I want to demonstrate right now. So I'm going to go back, and even go back to my I'm going to go back one so we can see here, and there's a whole lot of ways of ordering things. I've been using this forever and then not used it for a while, and then come back to it when I found that it really answered some solutions. So if I click on the folder, up comes these opportunities of adding people and giving links. So I can do a shareable link, or I could actually share and give some information. So I'll just show you this little piece here. What it does is it pops up, and you could email people directly and invite people to share the folder. I'm instead going to get the shareable link, and so I just get that one, and you have lots of power on how much you could share it so that only someone views the information that I'm sharing. So I could create a folder with some resources and share it, but people can't actually edit or change anything. Today, though, I want to actually get it that you can edit it as well. So anyone with this link can edit. That's what I'm going to do. And I can copy the link through pressing that, and you can see it's highlighted it. I could email it, but we want it really simple. I think that's copied it for me. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back to Zoom, to the chat. And no, what's it done for me there? I've done the wrong thing. I've clicked on App Store instead. Let me get to my Zoom. Here it is. Nope, that's not giving it to me. Just going to stop sharing for the, oh no, here we go. Go to more and get the chat up. There we go. All right, I'm going to put in the chat that text. All right, and try and get to the chat and open up that link. So you're going to see outside of Zoom. Don't worry about following me. I want you to actually go to that at the moment and see if you can get onto it. Okay, I'm going to manoeuvre my Zoom away. I'm going to do done. So I shared a link in the text chat, and then I want you to actually, hopefully you're getting to the folder, and I actually want you to go to the live at lunch Google exploration meeting notes. That was the one I just had up on the screen. And I'm actually going to see in the top right-hand corner if people get to that, if and when. I'm going to follow it here. Awesome. It's happening. Now, so feel free to ask any questions in the chat if you're getting challenged, or turn your mic on. But you should be able to see a folder and then the documents. I saw it a little bit different when I looked at my other computer. Now, in the top right-hand corner, you should start to see some different people that are editing. You'll see a sign in. It'll be quite different. I've got share, and I'm waiting to see more people on my other computer. Oh, yes, there it is. And on the screen itself, we can start to see, yeah, add your name. And it's in the attendees, because this was set up, and you can write it anywhere. I'm going to put mine at the start, and we can see. It might get a little bit tricky when you're right on top of each other, but give it a go, and you can see when someone steps away, and you can see, so up the top hand we have these little critters, and they're named on your screen. I'm not seeing it on mine that I'm sharing and filming. Anyone else looking will see a picture of me and my name, because I'm signed in on Google. But if you invite someone just generally, yes, you can see Anonymous Chickman is typing. Excellent, I'm an anonymous badger. Oh, okay. So everyone's got these fun, cute names, all right? And when we're typing on the one document, all synchronously, this is quite powerful that we can all write on one document at the same time. Can't really do that on Google, Dropbox. It creates another version if someone's in at the same time. This is very handy for, say, conducting minutes because, and I've sort of used a template of an agenda here, and we could be typing in the minutes and you can have one person. It's probably better if one person's doing it at a time, but we are seeing the possibilities of writing and where someone is, because the grizzly bear is pink and we can see that they're just sitting their mouse right at the end of the agenda, and that the tortoise is in front of Maddie Cook, the turtle, anonymous turtle, and they're always animal names. So you can get some really funny ones. A Dumbo octopus. There's some crazy ones. So anyway, but if people were actually invited in and only those people, you know, with emails, you could actually have it that you could see who the person is who's editing, and it actually records who's been editing as well. Okay, so that's one way. And we're also about sharing a folder. Now so that's the next thing I want to do. We're collaborating now actually on one, and I haven't shown you how to create a folder. So if you find it easier to look, you can come back to the Zoom room and see if you can get to it. So if you look at your Zoom icon, maybe down the bottom, you might be able to get back to it. And I'm going to demonstrate how to create it, a folder. And I'm sharing the whole folder. Otherwise, you can follow my instructions and come back to the folder. So you've been invited to the actual folder. What I would like you to do is, we're looking at one document now, we're looking at the whole folder, and you should see 3 documents. I want you to go and click New in the left-hand corner and go Folder. Now, I'm hoping that it's all going to turn up in our folder together because we're in the folder. We will see. So I'm going to put Viv's folder. I would like you to create a folder that says that you've done it. So I'm going to try it on my other sample. And apologies if you're getting bamboozled, moving between the Zoom room and in the thing, but give it a shot. Just take a breath. There's no hassle if you're not keeping up. We always have the recording as well. So I'm going to go back to the Google Drive. I'm looking at my other computer. Great, Maddie's got a folder. Gay's got a folder. So I'm now going to... I'm seeing that I haven't got the instruction to do add a folder here. So let me have a look. Live at lunch. How did you get a folder? It's different to mine. If Maddie or Gay, you might take the mic and say how yours was different. Don't want to download.
I had trouble trying to find out how to get there, but...
You had trouble, Gay? Yeah?
I've got 3... I'm not seeing what you're seeing. I'm not seeing a list of stuff. I'm seeing boxes.
Boxes, yes.
But I clicked on new and it came up with a folder.
Where did you see the new? I'm not seeing the new.
Under Google Drive.
Mm-hmm.
Under where it says Google Drive.
Okay. So I'm going to try it on my other one. And this is where it's really good. It's teamwork. Google Drive. I don't see the new, so I'm just having a look. And you might be signed in. Oh. Yeah, it's wanting me to sign in. Did you have to sign in?
No, it recognised me. I hate that.
Aha. It's trying to do that for me too. So that could be the issue with doing creating something new, is it wants to sign in, and that could be why Maddie is as well. Yep. So
Yeah,
Pauline
I'm
can't get a
fine.
folder. Someone else tried to speak then. Please go ahead.
Oh, sorry, Viv, it's Maddie.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm signed into Google Drive and it let me do the new up
Okay.
under the Drive logo.
Yep. And that's what it's trying to do, is to do that. Okay, that's all right. So we won't hassle anymore, but it means that you need to sign in to Google, and you might need to click on the Google and then sign in. But let's keep moving on, because what we've seen is how to create a folder. If you're watching it on Zoom, you'll see that, and you've also edited. So what that means is, if you think, and now Kim's got hers going, cool. If you think about it, you've got a team that could be having their own folders within a project. You could have, and it's all being put into one spot. Or it could be that Kim might set up a folder that's actually about a particular aspect of the project. And, so there's those. Or it could be that Maddie's got a team of, say, 3 people, and they're all doing different projects, and they're sharing their information in there so that everyone can access and see the information. So great way if you're running an event or a project, or you're working with a team of people. It's a possibility of using it. I've actually worked with someone where I actually was helping them write a resume, and we were able to share the resume, she was able to add up lots of other documents from her place. I was able to edit, and we were able to co-edit the resume and the job application. So fantastic way to collaborate, where the client had control, as did I, in terms of, putting in the input for her. I've also worked with, say, helping someone build a training program online, and we were able to do week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. We were both able to set up folders. We talked about the structure of it. We were doing it via live connection, and then we were able to, at different times, add documents and update it. And you can see the last time they've been added. All right, because this is really just a taster of what we're doing. Okay. Let's now go to the spreadsheet and just have a little bit of a look at that. And so I'm going to share. You will see it in your folder, the link to the spreadsheet, and otherwise I can share the actual link. So I'm going to share that and show you. So I'm going to go, anyone can edit. It's ticked on that. I'm going to copy the link, and I'm going to put it in the text chat that I've got here in the Zoom room. Okay, done. All right. So I've actually put up a few questions, and I'm going to try, I'm going to be much simpler. It's quite a tangle we're in. I'm also going to put a link on that original spreadsheet for the link, and let's just see how we go. Any questions, queries, you can do it. You can get your mic, or you can ask questions in the chat. I'm starting to see people coming in on the screen. I'm just seeing how those links work. All right, so just relax with it. Don't, okay, great. I'm starting to see more and more people coming up. As we go, have a go with the questions, have a play around, share your ideas, and we'll just rest with this with a moment so that you can have your time to do it. And you can see on the spreadsheet that I'm sharing that there's lots of different colours, and we can see where people are working. You're not able to type into it, Pauline? Should be able to. So you're on the spreadsheet. Just click again.
Yeah, I'm on the spreadsheet. I clicked in on it.
Yep.
And I just can't type into it anywhere.
Ah. What colour are you?
I would have no idea.
So you can't, see if you can click on box 6 for me. Yeah, so you're the purple. So you're either anonymous anteater or an ibex.
Well, I think I'm anonymous anteater, I think. But
Right.
oh no, anonymous ibex it's coming up. But it's not, I'm clicking in on there, but I can't actually type anything into the box.
Okay, all right, let's try another solution. Come back to the text chat. And did you follow the link that I put in? Because maybe what's happening.
Yeah, I followed.
Yeah.
I was doing it again.
Yeah. So when you're thinking, okay, so few people have used Google Drive before. Potential uses, guide photos, Gay, definitely. You could have some photos for, say, marketing that could be shared by a district, or you should put photos of the unit and only give the links to the folder for parents to see. So it's only, or you can collaborate. Yeah, ask questions, Gay.
So what would happen if a child left and I wanted to take the link away from that parent? Is that possible?
Yes. So if so what you do is that you have a select. Okay, I might demonstrate that. So I'm just going to write that down to share and unshare. And I'll just keep with this and we'll come back to that, Gay, because I think that's a great, really, really good question. So Maddie's got working remotely with people all over Australia, absolutely. And because it's, you don't have to be, you've seen how we've just done it now with just an easy, quick share, no logins. That's really valuable. But it also allows you to, you know, for someone who's challenged technically, then that's a great way to get around it. Though I don't, yeah, this is interesting because Pauline's done this lots before. So it's interesting that the link's not working quite at the moment. Usually does. And, yeah, so it's got all these different layers that you can have. So privacy, we're talking about guide photos. And I'm just going to have a look at what Kim's written. Collaboratively working with a boss, yeah. So that's fantastic. So you've got a quick way to do it, or with partners in business, which is probably what Maddie's talking about. What sort of stuff do you think, Jess, for you that you could, if you've got, how do you do it for work? That you're shared a folder, you might put that in, add that to your little comment in C, or potential uses too. All right. I'm going to, oh, and I'm just looking at the chat too, share logo files with my clients. Yeah, great. And that saves a big download for your client so they can look at it just on the internet, and you're not, going to and fro with different options. I watched that. I've just seen that in the text chat bit earlier. 5 minutes to go. Thank you, timekeeper. Jess, that's awesome. Okay, so let me just have a quick go back. I'm going to share on my screen and look at if you were to invite, this might stretch it. Invite to Kim's. Okay, we're going to have that people can view. And we're going to invite, and Kim and I are both owning this at the moment, and you could have, I can do, someone should be wondering what's going on. And I'll do Pauline because I know she's on the list. Okay. Add a message. Actually, I might take Yvonne off so she doesn't wonder what's going on. Sharing this folder of photos with you. I'm just doing a scenario. Okay. You could do much, you could do hello, parents, I'm sharing this folder with you. Once you leave, guides will be taking out the, so you could do something like that. Now we go send, and they get the email. So that's optional. Okay, now they can view, but at any stage, and Kim's still the owner, she started that folder up, so she's the owner, but I can actually take Pauline off. I can change it. So I can say that she can organise and edit, that she can view only. I thought that's what I'd set up. Okay, anyone who has a link can view. You're going to change that. And okay, and then the other option is for Pauline is we can say no, and she can't. So we're in a bit of a mix here that we're in a folder that's a sharing folder that anyone can view. So it might have confused it. But the thing is, you can add people and you can change it. And you can save it and you can change it. So you can have who can do it. You can change what this is. Public on the web, anyone with the link, or off only specific people. So play and explore that. Okay. That's where it is. So that's in the shared. So I'm just going to go done. So usually when it's on a folder, it's up here, or on an individual document. Let's have a look. It's up here, the share. So it's in the right-hand corner. So each document can have it. So you can have folders. If you have your main folder not shared, underneath those, you can share different things with different people. So you can have subgroups. So, yeah, I think that's clearer than mud. Okay, and get a shareable link is just a quick link that you can get for your folder. Otherwise, you can email it and get an email with the message in it. So 2 options there. A great way to building a web page with some content and you want to share it is you can have a website, get the shareable link and put the link in the website so people can come and look. So that's another option. So you've got lots of controls. They can edit, they can comment, they can view. Okay, you can you can get a link or you can send an email. There are quite a few ways that you can share it there. Right. I'm going to come back to my little program here. So we've looked at creating a folder. We've looked at collaborating on one document and the power of that. We haven't quite looked at adding files to folders, so we could do that. And we've also looked at spreadsheets and how you can sort of add into them. Okay, I'm going to just do this as a demo, but if we come back to my folder and to add something new, we just go new. You can either add a folder, you can upload a file that's already made, and you can actually create something. So a file means that I would actually look on my computer, just like you would add an attachment. You could even upload a whole folder you've already got on your computer. So that'd take a fair bit of time. Google Docs allows you to add a Word document. Yes, and it's asking me, the created item will have the same sharing permission. So yes, it's checking with me. I've already shared it and said everyone can see it. So it's double checking that I'm okay with that. And I can do a document, new document sample, and I can, the first lot of words I've written will automatically change it to the file name, so you might want to rename that. You've got lots of different ways of inserting images and tables, so that's a whole other ball game. All right, and so it's really, really quite simple, and I've got lots of pages opened up when I've been sharing, but all the while I've been able to the drawing tool, let's leave it for another time. It's really exciting, so I can't wait to do that. And I was going to share some action items as to what you'd like to do. But fantastic. Thank you so much for joining in with me and having some fun. So I think I've answered your question, Gay, I hope. Is there any other questions that people have got before I shut shop?
Thank you for all of that, Vivi. What about, do you can put photos in a normal...
Yeah, photos in a normal folder. So let me try.
What's the difference between that and Google Photos?
You can, Google Photos will have it all in that photo folder, but you don't need to have, it's just in the folder. So it doesn't need to be both. I don't use Google Photos.
Okay.
So you go new, and there's more here. You would actually do.
It doesn't like it.
No. Oh, file upload. Let's try that. Because those ones down there are actually the Google documents. And I don't know what, I've got a screenshot here of something which is like a photo. Get to something that I've done recently. What's that one? That's something that I did, yeah. I'm just trying to see, I'm making sure I've got something. So I'm going to open that. Not sure if you're seeing that on the screen. So I just look for a file, and there it is. So it's up there. So that's a PNG file. So it's a picture file, as is a JPEG. So that would work. Yeah. Okay, so thank you so much for joining me today. And I'm just reading, Pauline's got, bit challenging not being able to create a folder or sign in. Pretty sure I followed all the instructions. Okay, we'll have a play with yourself. And I think that's it. Take some time, look at Google Drive, and remember that's that icon. If you go to google.com and look in the 9 little boxes up the top, and you're looking for Drive. There's a whole lot more to it. There's PowerPoints and stuff like that, but we've got a bit of an overview of how it can be really quite engaging and sharing, so great opportunity. It's about playing, getting a safe partner to play with, or just using it yourself until you feel confident, and then you can collaborate later on. Fantastic.
Fantastic, thank you.
Awesome. Okay, thanks everyone for joining me, and I'll look at scheduling some other Google programs up in the future. Okay, and I'm going to stop sharing and turn the recording off so we can share it so other people can see. Okay, have a brilliant week, everyone. And we've been having a lot of fun, I must add, in Connect, Create, Collaborate, a Facebook group, and we've been having a challenge of putting up an image using word art, which has been fun. So if anyone wants info on that, I'm happy to share that. And yeah, but have a great week. Bye.
Bye.